Another day, another dollar in this beautiful world we call truck driving. I thought about going up to the Mass Truck Show somewhere up there in Kentucky. It's like 2 hours away, but I'm just too tired to get up there and go. I'm still trying to get a hold of my barber. I guess he too busy right now. I don't know what's going on. Still looking like a truck driver over here. We'll get it together one day. I don't know when though, but gotta answer the age-old question. Andrew, what happened to your trucks? It's a good question. I'm glad y'all asking. I'm glad y'all asked about the trucks, but I just got one problem. Y'all been asking about the trucks the last 6 years. I need y'all to switch it up this time. Instead of asking about the trucks, I want you to ask about, Andrew, what happened to this car? Yeah, ask about the car, man. When I go out and film for 30 days straight and I'm away from the house and I'm, driving a truck, ask about this car. Andrew, what happened to your car? So I can let you know, I still own the car. And I own all 3 trucks and the trailer and the authority. Then nothing happened to them. I think some of you guys are under the impression when you buy a truck that you then have to drive it forever. You can't go do anything else. You can't go work for somebody else. You can't park the truck. I'm here to clear all that crap up because we gotta get that brain rolling up here. If you buy a cash truck, you get the title to the truck, just like getting the title to the car. You don't ever have to lease the truck on to nobody. You don't have to get no authority. You can just park it in the driveway for the next 5-10 years if you want to. And you can go work for Love's and the Russians and whoever else you want to work for. And when you're ready to drive the truck, that's what you get to do. You go get the keys, go start the truck up, you can go lease it on. Oh, Andrew, man, who's going to take a truck that's 1997, a classic? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to give you 2 companies. You can go to Atlas Van Lines, I believe that's what they call the blue company, that Trucker AK. I finally got his name right. Trucker AK. You can go to his company. He drive a 1999 Freightliner class. You can go to Landstar. Landstar gonna take you. Oh man, Landstar don't take no 1997. You can go to Landstar. You know what their requirements is? All you gotta do is pass a level 1 inspection. Andrew, man, how do you pass a level 1 inspection? There's 2 ways to pass. You can pass it the legal way, or you can pass it the cash way. Both ways work. I need to explain the difference. The legal way is when you just go and, do it the right way. The cash way is when you can't pass, but, you got $1,000 cash, and whoever it's a broke worker in that needs some money. You need a passing grade. What they need? You need to go over this TA in Shreveport, Louisiana? I've done this plenty of times. The petrol, you need me to go on petrol? What, these people in here hurting? I need a passing inspection? Shoot. Oh, I got your passing inspection right here, brother. How much was your check? Nah, you can't feed no family with that, but this $1,000 right here. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm making sure now. There's a lot of companies that'll take the truck, but not that I'm trying to lease on nobody. I'm just saying, people think that if you got an older truck, you got to get your own authority. That's not the case whatsoever. A lot of these companies' requirement is just as long as they can hook up to an ELD device, which damn near all the trucks can do that. Moving along. Who was this dog barking at? Nobody? Looks like a bunch of nobody. How was my time at the Russians? It's a good question. How did they treat me? Well, when I first called them, they didn't answer the phone at all. They're not going to answer the phone. See, the Russians are a little bit different. They're a little bit different than the American companies. The American companies, you call, you ask to speak to recruiting, you go down that route. That ain't how the Russians operate. You call the Russians, it's just going to keep ringing, okay? You're going to get a dial tone or something. I had to learn from PH. PH did a video, he said, you got to send a text message with your driver license, and then they know you're serious. I said, oh, that's the secret. It's just like the secret with Love's. I'll talk about Love's in a second. I said, oh, that's what I got to do to get in contact with these fools. So I took a picture of my driver's license, texted over to the Russians, and finally they called me instantly. I said, oh, wow, damn, that's the secret? Oh, that's the secret, huh, man? Like, I've been calling y'all for the last 2-3 days. Oh, so I just had to send a picture of my license? Oh, that's the secret, huh? It's just like with Loves. You know, I had applied for Loves a couple of years back. They said I had too many jobs. Well, they didn't say that, you know. I didn't know that at the time. Put in my application for the weekend position out of all positions. The one they can't find nobody to work. The one that's only paying $40,000 for the year, the weekend positions, 4-day work week. Then I heard Dirty Broke saying, hey, you know, they don't really like taking people that's got a lot of jobs. I said, oh, that's the secret? I went and put another application in with way less jobs listed. And all of a sudden, I was qualified. Why y'all just didn't let me know that was a secret before? You just want an application with less jobs? Which goes into me answering one of the comments I got yesterday. One of you guys said, Andrew, man, at this point, how many jobs have you had in 10 years? It's a company driver question. I used to ask this question back in the day. And when I was a company driver, I didn't know any better. You're like, man, these people job hopping, man, they done been to 30, 40 jobs, man, their application must be jacked. Couldn't be any further from the truth. How many jobs have I had? I don't know, man, maybe 10 plus, 20 plus. I have no idea. I had to go back and count. But what you're really asking me is when I submit my resume or my application, my employment history of these companies, how many jobs is listed? Oh, that's what you really want to know, huh? Okay, well, it depends. When I was at Love's, I had 5 or less jobs listed. That was it. 5 or less. Andrew, why was it 5 or less jobs? There's no way for these companies to know all the companies you work for unless you tell them. So if the secret is, man, we looking for somebody with stable work history. We want somebody that's really going to shoe shine. Oh, okay, well, all I got to do is put that on this piece of paper. Yeah, no problem, Mr. Charlie. I'm going to show you how much shoe shining I did. Man, I worked at CAJ Logistics the last 5 years. Man, after that, I had a job over at Night Transportation. I worked there, 3 years. Wait a minute, before I did that night. I worked at W&W Logistics. 3 years. I'm already knowing they out of business. They can't verify it. They 5F now. You're not going to get a hold of them. Just put a bunch of companies out. Oh, Interstate. I worked at Interstate Distributor. I was only, I think I was at, 4 months, 5 months before they got sold out to Harlan. I worked at Interstate Distributor 3 years. And then you go with the Night Transportation. And then when Mr. Charles see, he's like, oh, man, all these, man, he like to stay at companies 3 years minimum. Ain't that right, Mr. Charlie? I know, I'm a real good worker. It's a damn shame every time I stay at these companies, they go out of business. Yeah, Interstate Distributor out of business. W&W, they got sold off to 5F. Oh, okay. Oh, Andrew, you're a real good candidate. Yeah, Mr. Charlie, I am. Andrew, we got to call and verify. I know. You know what they're going to do? Ring. Hey, looking for human resources over at CAJ Logistics. Yeah, this human resources. Yeah, we're trying to verify if Andrew Jackson worked there. He gave us the dates of, 2024 to 2021. Yeah, he worked there. That was our best worker. Yeah, just send over the paperwork. We'll send it back. No, he didn't fail no drug test. Click. That's how you verify it. This trucker thing is such a joke. It don't make no sense. The whole damn industry is a joke. What companies did I not list at Love's? Love's don't know I went to North Dakota. They'll have a clue. The job I had before Love's, that ain't on the resume for what? If you know better, you can do better in this trucking world. If all y'all think y'all got too many jobs on the freaking application, no, you don't. No, you don't. That right there, pen. That's all. No, well, in this case, it's electronic, so you need a mouse. You need a mouse. Work the mouse, baby. Work that mouse and that keyboard and get them applications fixed up. Hell is you talking about? You better not be the fool going on that talking about you got 30 jobs. You only worked at this job 30 days, that job 2 weeks, that job 4 weeks. You better not do that to yourself, fool. They ain't even finna call them companies anyway. At least one freaking, cause you worked at the Russian 2-3 years, you better do like Lottie Dottie. I just got Lottie Dottie's job outside the oil field. You know how many Russian jobs he got on his application? He only listed one. He listed me for 3 years. He ain't never worked for me a day in his life. Yeah. And why did I do that? Because when I went up to the Russians for these 45 days, I ain't never seen nothing like this Russians. I had to go up there and see, for the last 7 years, I ain't seen nobody up there come out with a tricycle. And I'm telling y'all the truth. All the people that I seen go up there that's not a cash truck driver, they usually go up and lose whatever it is they had before they went. Let's say, for example, they had a house. They go up there, the house gonna be gone. They had a car, the car gonna be gone. They had clothes, the clothes gonna be gone. They had a tricycle, the tricycle gonna be gone. So I had to go up there and investigate why. After my 45 days, I said, look, Lottie Dottie, man, I gotta help you get up out of here. I gotta help you get up out of here. Now, my plane did take off and leave Lottie Dottie. We did. We took off, we left Lottie Dottie, but here's the thing. In SoCal, had a long 3-hour conversation with Lottie Dottie. Lottie Dottie was trying to quit his job yesterday. I was trying to talk him off the edge, Lottie Dottie want to abandon the truck right now. So we got to talk him over the edge. I'm trying to explain to Lottie Dottie, just tell the folks you quit. They gonna want you to, they gonna want to book a load and take you back up to Chicago. He ain't trying to, hey Andrew, man, I ain't trying to make these folks another dollar. I said, damn, Lottie Dottie, you been working for the Russians 7 years, now you can't make them another dollar. Go and make them folks another dollar, man, damn. I can't wait that long, Andrew. I'm trying to be gone tomorrow, which is today. Okay, well, whatever you do, just get the truck back up there. Fill the truck up and deadhead on up there to Chicago, whatever you gotta do. Okay, because he was talking about abandoning the truck at his house and all this other nonsense. See, no. No, you need to take them folks, they back their truck. And you want to know why he don't want to earn them another dollar. Who remembers what his paycheck was? See, y'all thought I was joking about the $98 paycheck. When you earn $98, you can't wait to quit the job. Why he been in this truck this long? I don't know. So you can't give me no $98 check. Whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Why was the check $98 to begin with? A lot of these drivers that work with the Russians, I'm pretty sure all of y'all guys know this now. They cracking down on y'all being late to these shippers and receivers. I don't know why y'all late. I have no idea. I'm not one of them late drivers, but you guys you're showing up late and it's costing the freaking brokers and it's costing the freaking trucking companies. So what they doing now, the Russians, every time you late, it's $150 out your paycheck. So when Lottie Dottie got his paycheck, I guess he thought it was a joke, because I remember them telling him that. They brought him into the yard to tell him. And the very next week, he found out he bucked around and found out, didn't he? Huh? Like, damn, man, all these late fees, man, you took my whole check. Yeah, maybe you'll show up next time, huh? On time. Lottie Dottie said, no, I'm gonna give you your keys back, fool. How did they treat Andrew? Did they treat Andrew like they be treating these drivers? So anyways, Russian, they paid my airplane ticket to leave here, fly up to Chicago. They paid the whole thing. Then when I got to Chicago, I was so lost, that big old airport right there. I couldn't figure out where in the world the Uber was at. But when I finally found the Uber, they paid $75, well, it was Lyft, they used Lyft. They paid the $75, they sent me over to what I thought was a Remodel Inn. When I looked at the address, it showed Remodel Inn and all that, but when I got there, it was Best Western. It's pretty much where all the companies out there send the drivers. So if y'all been to the Best Western, the one beside that truck stop, that's where I was at, in Bolingbrook, Illinois. I thought everybody at that hotel, I thought they all was going to orientation with me. No. All the drivers there, they all belong to different Russian companies, okay? All these Russians are using this same hotel. Let's talk about the escrow while we right here at this point. The Russians are usually paying $400 to fly you from your house to Chicago. It's a $400 plane ticket. That Uber, that Lyft ride is about $75. That hotel at Best Western is going to be about $140. So all together to get you up there is $615 on average. So when you get your escrow and they taking out $250 a week from your paycheck, it's taking them 3 weeks to recover just that right there at $250. $250, $500, and $750. So they don't recover their money until the 3rd week. And if you like Andrew, or if you like most drivers, after about a month, y'all ready to go anyway. So that's probably why you don't get your escrow back. Because really, they just refunding themselves for paying your travel fees. That's what your escrow going towards. Now, if you stay all the way to the $2,500, that's different. What else? We get the orientation. Like I said, I got the whole orientation on my phone, on my laptop, all that good stuff. I'll put it out one day. They got a legit orientation. They're going to go through all the FMCSA requirements. Of course, they're going to have you do a drug test. In my case, I had to do 2 drug tests. They serious about the drug test, guys. I did a drug test before I left the house. And about 2 weeks into it, they gave me another random drug test. They wouldn't even give me no load until I go take the drug test, another drug test. They're not playing about the drug test. So for all y'all guys thinking you go up there and smoke your weed and do your dope, they waiting for you on the second drug test. Now I understand, well, Andrew, we got all this synthetic P and all that waiting for them. That's perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Eventually this AI technology will catch up to you and you'll be working at Walmart. You just keep playing games. Alrighty, so after orientation, they give you the keys to the truck. You off to the races. They start booking you. How nice are the Russians? In my opinion, they were some of the nicest people I ever met. I didn't have any issues whatsoever with the Russians. They never gave me an attitude. There wasn't no argument. They didn't come off any type of bad or mean or hateful or anything. They were real nice. They was real nice. They didn't treat me unfairly. They didn't know who I was. They didn't know I was no YouTuber, nothing like that. No, it wasn't none of that. They was extremely nice. Easy to work for. I didn't have no issues the whole time I was in. If I had an issue, I'll let you know now. I ain't there no more now. I ain't got nothing to lie about. I ain't there. You see I'm at the house, right? The whole time I was there, I don't have any complaints at all about the Russians. Where I see the problem is with the Russians is, like I said, the dispatchers. And I could tell by me having a motor carrier that the dispatchers are nice. Ain't nothing wrong with the dispatchers, but I could tell, based off my experience and part of hard experience, that both dispatchers was completely untrained. Now, he got a woman dispatcher. Y'all saw on his channel how that went. I had a guy dispatcher. It was both of them was a disaster. She didn't know how to book him, so she just kept sending him up and down I-95 playing the tolls and wiping his check out. My dispatcher kept sending me over here across Wyoming, wiping my check out. Neither one of them knew what they were doing. My dispatcher, his dispatcher, neither one of them knew what they were doing. You could clearly tell they had absolutely no training whatsoever. They don't know about the United States. All they know, highs gross. That's it. DET low board, click the highs gross, and okay, where are you at? You in Bronx, New York? Oh man, okay, let me click highs gross. Okay, we got $2,500 to go to California, 3,000 miles. Okay, you could be there in 2 days, right? Okay, let's book that. Okay, he's gonna be at 2,500 in 2 days. And when he get to California, I can find him something, probably going to like, Texas. We could probably get 3,500. Then we can get one more. He'll be close to 8,000, and he'll be happy, right? Even though he ran 5,000 plus miles for the lowest rate per mile ever. That's what they're thinking. It took me about 2 weeks to figure this out. And then I finally told this. I said, look, man, First of all, I had to ask him, hey, are you in the United States? No, I'm not in the United States. First, he's talking to me on Telegram. Oh, is it WhatsApp? No, he's on WhatsApp. They on WhatsApp. If they on WhatsApp, they let you know they ain't in the United States, right? So, I said, look, man, I'm gonna have to train you on how this BAT load board work and how to book this truck. Cause what me and you got going on, you know, I don't mind doing these loads, but this stuff is so unprofitable. It ain't making no sense. And I see for whatever reason, cause I had DAT load board on my phone, so I could see he was hitting high gross, and you know that's what he had been told to do. And I was trying to explain to him that, hey, look, man, when you book freight for $1.50, $1.40, you know, for this high gross, I got to do almost double the miles for something. If you would have just booked something for like $2.50 a mile, less miles, same amount of money, less work on me. He didn't know that. I had to start explaining it to him. And he, you know, he started to catch on. I was like, hey, look, man, there ain't no reason for us to go across this Wyoming. It's 2 days just to get across that crap. You want me to go to Idaho and Washington and all that and ice and the snow, and this ain't making no sense, man. It's taking me days to get through there, and my check's getting wiped out. And then what I'm going through over here, I see PH going through all them tolls wiping him, and got his check all the way down to $600 2 times in a row. It ain't PH's fault, just like it ain't my fault. It's the dispatchers was untrained. Now, they was nice. The dispatchers was nice. They ain't cussing us out, talking to us crazy and nothing like that. They just don't have the training, okay? That's all it is. They have the training. Now, in PH case, what he was saying was he can't wait for his dispatcher, the one I guess he already had a dispatcher before he came up. He couldn't wait for that guy to come back because that guy know what he's doing. It's possible, from what I'm seeing, that the dispatcher PH wanted another driver already trained that dispatcher. That's pretty much what I see happen. Just like I'm training my dispatcher over here, somebody already trained his dispatcher. So now going forward, which brings me to the next topic, should PH leave? I don't think he should leave. I don't think he should leave because he's breaking in the dispatcher. And winter time is over. Now, since winter time is over, we can go through Wyoming and Washington and all that because there ain't no ice and no snow and it ain't taking 2 days to get across there. And his dispatcher know not to send him through all them tolls and all that nonsense. But PH got to keep his foot on these guys' neck. Don't be sending me up. I ain't trying to go across New York across the freaking George, Washington, and all that with a drive-in and rate sitting at $1.90, $1.80 on average. We don't need to pay no tolls, period. In PH case, I got some things that I think you should think about. Number one, what I did was I took the pre-pass out the window, took the batteries out. I ain't had no pre-pass, okay? I didn't really do that. The pre-pass died on me. It kept flashing red. I didn't know it was telling me the batteries was low. That's why I snatched it off and took the battery out, and I realized it was dead. So I roll around without no pre-pass. Now, I'm a company driver, so, you know, it really don't benefit, it don't benefit me, you know. So what does that do? Okay, so when I go through the tolls, obviously it's going to be bill by plate. It's not going to be on the easy law, or what do you call it? It's not going to be on the easy pass. It's not going to go on this week's settlement because they not going to get that damn toll bill until after I'm long gone anyway. It might be 3 months. It might be a whole year before they get that toll bill in the mail for their license plate. But if you're a lease driver, all I'm saying, if you're a lease driver, I take that crap out that window. I take that easy pass lane, bill by plate. That crap is not going to be on your settlement. At least not the first 2-3 weeks, okay? Because it's going to take them a while for the toll people to mail that to them. And for them to realize, okay, that was that driver's, that particular driver, that was his freaking toll bill. You may not even be working there no more. See what I'm saying? So I would take that out and then go play the toll game. He ain't paying no tolls. I got that from Lottie Dottie anyway. What else? He can get his own fuel card. He can use mud flap. Obviously, the Russians ain't giving us no discount. They don't get too much big of a discount anyway because they use EFS. EFS ain't giving this big discount because they already giving these guys this large credit line for the fuel. Okay? Either you want the large credit line for the fuel or you want the big discount. It's one or the other. But solo truck operation, hey, Use your own fuel card. You can probably get back in your pocket. On average, I was spending about $2,500 a week in fuel. PH was about $2,800. You know, we were spending about the same in fuel. Be honest, if you hit mudflap, I think you could put about at, I'm gonna say at the maximum, $500 back in your pocket. At the minimum, I'm gonna be at $300 at the minimum. Okay. Mudflap, RTS Pro fuel card. You know, by the way, neither one of them fuel cards requires a credit check. For all y'all that want to know. Everybody qualifies. Even if your bank statements say $0 for the last 3 months, they're going to give you something. And of course, you got to train the dispatcher. But like I said, I'm pretty sure he working with the same dispatcher. They getting it together. It's coming along. So what do I think PH can net going forward if he stays with the company? I think, you know, like I said, winter time over with. Dispatcher's a little bit more seasoned. I think he should be able to gross anywhere between $6,500 on the low end and as high as $10,000 on the high end. But I'm gonna be at the average. I think he can do about $8,000 every single week with that drive-in. And you know, now that his escrow is gonna be almost, you know, he been paying in the escrow $250 a week. You know, he knocking down some of those deductions to where they don't charge him no more. I think he could probably take on $2,500 to $3,000 going forward. You know, when he come back from DR. So I wouldn't tell him to switch companies. You know, I would just maintain what he got going on. See, a lot of y'all think I'm against PH. I'm not against PH. You know, now I'm over here though. Well, I was over there, so I know what's going on. I see what he was going through. I was going through it too. It's just I know what, you know, by me having more to carry, I saw what the issue was, quick and fast and in a hurry. The issue was these guys ain't got no type of dispatching experience. Alrighty, what else? Oh, this is another issue with the Russians. Now I understand a lot of y'all work at the Russians. A lot of y'all 1099. Some of y'all said, Andrew, man, you know, we don't get those type of checks over here where we work at, man. You know, our checks $2,500 to $3,500 every single week. We just cent per mile, 65 cent a mile. This is the problem, guys. This is what y'all don't understand. It's just like with fuel hauling. We could talk about the one company out of all the companies up there that's paying. Because all of y'all at the same company. We do this all day long. Yeah, man, you know, the Russians, you know, man, I'm making a killing up here at the Russians. No, you making a killing at, y'all making a killing at the one company. It's just like with fuel hauling, okay? Yeah, we making big paychecks at the one company he loves. Okay, but if you go over here to Eagle Transport, goddamn check $1,200 to haul fuel. You see the difference? If there's only one company that's doing good up there, hey, wait a minute, why promote the whole thing? Everybody can't go to the same company. They ain't got enough trucks. Love's only got 5 trucks over here. They ain't got 500. They got 5. It's a small operation. It's a real small operation. Just like with the Russians, the company y'all at now. Small operation. You got this trucker thing, man, you talking about 300, 400, 500, 1,000 drivers. If there's only one company paying, how about I send everybody over a lot dotted company? How many people like that? Would y'all love a $98 paycheck? Man, Andrew, come on, my paycheck wouldn't be $98. Wait a minute, hold on now. You won't come to the company I'm at, and we'll let that lady dispatch you, the one PH here? Would you want your check $600? Because all we gotta do is pay you with her. We get it down to $600 now. Send you back up all them tolls, all up I-95. It seems like that's what she just love to run, all up 95. We'll send y'all up through there so you can get your $650 check. And some of y'all you ain't never, you don't know nothing about trucking, so you'll just think that, I don't even know what's going on. Some people would never know that the person dispatching them has no training. They'll just be getting their check. Damn, man, $650, man, I done all this work. I'm all up in New York and Massachusetts. They won't have a clue why and what's going on. They'll never come to the conclusion that they dispatchers suck. That may be some of y'all problem right now up there at the rushes at these different companies. Your dispatcher may suck. You ever thought about that? Maybe it's not your fault. Maybe the person dispatching you just suck. Tell them stop booking you this $2,500 for freaking what is it, 2,500 miles for 4,500. Tell them stop doing that. That's too much work on you for a little bit of money. And if you don't get there in 2 days, it ain't even benefiting you. All right. What else? So with the escrow, like I said, about $615 of that. That's covering your hotel, your lift, and your airplane ticket. Okay, and if you like Andrew, who was gone by the 5th week, they only made about $500 left. It's about $500 because they only taking out $250 a week. So the last 2 weeks they got about $500 in the escrow. What are they doing with this $500? Okay, the $500 is used for a couple of things. Number one, if you like Lottie Dottie who ready to abandon the truck, they need that $500 to go get their truck. He ain't even been there 5 weeks. Lottie Dottie, I was there 5 weeks. He was at his company 3 weeks. So by the 3rd week, he ready to go. They ain't got no money to do nothing for him. But that $500, they gonna A, use it to try to recover their truck, or B, if you tow up the truck, they gotta fix it, clean the whole inside, all that stuff. You know, that's what all the escrow money is for. So when you guys don't get it back, why would you get it back? They don't get the hotel money back. They don't get the plane ticket back. They don't get the lift back. If they gotta recover the truck, they ain't getting that back. So why are you expecting to get it back? Now my company, I don't know, I can't talk about any other company. I have no idea about any other company. The rule at my company, and I pay close attention to this, I read it in writing because they got it in writing. If you want your escrow back, you have to give a 2-week notice. If you give a 2-week notice and you work the 2 weeks, they will refund you all of your escrow. How many drivers is going to give a 2-week notice? None of them. So don't expect your money back. But they do got that. And my company, they got it in writing for you. They got it in writing. Did I give a 2-week notice? I ain't give a 2-week notice. I gave them about like a week and a half to tell them I was going to DR. Now, this one thing I didn't know now. I told them I was going to DR, and then I just seen Party Hard leave for DR yesterday. Now, wait a minute, PR. Okay, I did steal that excuse from him, but I didn't know he was leaving the next day. I thought he was leaving the next week. I thought he was next week, Party Hard. Shoot, we both can't be going to DR at the same day. They expected me to come back. Not really. I told you guys that they got notes on these trucks, right? All these trucks are from Pimpsky, right? They can't afford to have these trucks sitting. When I dropped my reef off, they already had another driver right there ready to hook up to that reefer and go on about it. They told me they'd give me another reefer when I get back. As far as the truck go, dispatch said, hey man, you left your cover and stuff in the truck, man. We got a storage spot. You can put it in storage. And when you come back, you just put it back in the truck. Why do y'all think they said that? The reason they said that is because when I leave, they're going to put another driver in the truck. They got truck notes. They got pimps. They got to pay Pimpsky weekly. It's not cash trucking, guys. They got notes. The truck, trailer, all this crap got to get back on the road. So what happens when PH come back in a month? If they got a truck open, they'll just put them in the truck and keep going. That's all. And more, they gonna have a truck open. When I was there, it was probably I think it was like 6 trucks sitting over in the grass, all brand new. No reefers though. It wasn't no reefers on the yard. They had about 10 or 15 dry vans sitting around. They got an ad right now on Craigslist. And the ad is so sad. It's so sad. It's sad because I understand they so desperate right now to they got a lot of bills, guys. They desperate. Right now they promising you 12 to 16,000 net or something like that. But if I could put that ad, you know what? Go on my community post. I'm gonna put the ad on now. Okay? Ain't nothing true about the ad. Nothing. There is nothing on that ad. Not a single word true about nothing. But right now they got you. Somebody will fall for it. Like Daddy would have fell for it. 12, 16, take home. after everything, you know, all that crap, you know. I think part of Hardy read that ad too. But they got that ad going for the suckers that don't know nothing about trucking. Somebody will fall for it. You know, I think, matter of fact, it says you gross that much. It says the net take home, they said the minimum is $3,000 to $6,000. I ain't seen 3,000. PH ain't seen 3,000. Ain't nobody I know over there seen 3,000. It's not happening. And they saying that's the minimum. So you can fall for the ads like, man, I can't believe the Russians would lie to me. I can't believe the Russians would tell us a lie, Andrew. You mean ain't nothing on this ad on Craigslist true? You know who else gonna lie to you? Mr. Charlie. His phone tried to pause on me. You better hold on. You better hold tight. I know I'm running out of memory. Mr. Charlie gonna lie to you too. Shoot. They telling you what you need to hear to get your butt in the seat. Because one thing they know about this trucking world, okay, you tell a driver all day long, hey man, the minimum net 3,000. I mean, that's the minimum right there. I mean, the maximum about 6,000. All I drive was grossing, you know, 12 to 16,000. After all these expenses, man, like I said, the minimum 3,000, maximum 6. They know when you come over there and your check $300, $500, $95. You're not gonna question them about. Wait a minute, the ad said 3,000, 6,000. You're not gonna question them. You're not even gonna quit behind it. You're just gonna keep driving the truck. But they got you off the ad though. See how it worked? So I don't have no problem with the ad. I think the ad too low. I think they need to bump it up. They need to tell drivers that man, we net and take home 7,000. Shit. I think that's about it right now, man. So what's the update with Lottie Dottie? I gotta call him right now. He's like I said, he didn't turn the truck in yesterday. He was too scared. So I'm gonna call him today to see if he gonna tell Vladimir Putin, you know, hey man, like I told him, man, hey, it's the weekend. They can't get you no load going up to Illinois until Monday. You talking about you gotta be gone before Monday. So I'm trying to figure out, did Lottie Dottie take off this morning or what? He didn't call everybody. Some of the people told him to take the little Samsung tracking device and set it on top of the pump at Love, so it looked like he had the truck stop while he driving. And by the time I told him, you ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to do none of that. Shoot, if you were ready to quit, you should have told me before I left. I could have rescued you and got your plane ticket out of. You could have been sitting beside me on the airplane. I knew I should. I knew before I left out of Chicago, I should have just snatched him on over. Been up there 7 years, ain't got no tricycle so full. I knew I should have snatched. Come on, man. Get fools, all these fools up here losing.